Today we are going to talk about pastel tints. Now, this is a set I did Harmonious some time ago, and I mentioned these, and I feel like I probably should have done these first. I was just really excited about Harmonious, and ironically, I have not even done Castle Arts Premiums yet, so that's something I need to get to as well. These just kind of fell next on my list, so I wanted to talk about them. Definitely a pencil worth appreciating. Castle Arts is one of those sets. I believe it's a love or hate. And I know what you're thinking, most any pencil is, but this is one of the ones, unlike some of the other pencils, this is one of the brands that I hear about and I understand. So when someone says how much they love them, I get it. I know why they would love them. And at the same time, when someone says they can't stand them, I used mine one time and threw them away. I get that too. This almost feels like a color pencil acquired taste. So, I mean, I guess they got to exist, and I would say it is Castle Arts. If we jump into them, we have I think most Castle Arts stuff comes with this. A lot of it'll have whatever the cover image is. It'll have a how-to color that image. And then this is a whole bunch of techniques, and it's a fairly nice book. The quality of this paper is real thick. It's high gloss. This is a really nice book. Now, I filled this in before I was really setting up my own swatch sheets with the family swatch sheets. So this is what you're going to get a lot of these sets. It's a beautiful, beautiful set. The arrangement here, I believe, is the exact same way it's organized in the tray. So that's nice. But just the way this is laid out, it just didn't do me any good, really. But here we have a beautiful display. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. There's something about when a company puts the rice paper or some kind of welcoming sheet that has no purpose. It just says, we love our product. We're glad you bought our product. And this is our first example. This is the first thing we want you to see. And my hat goes off to that. This is beautiful. Look at these pencils. I said this also about Harmonious. There's something about when the company takes their sets and they pull out in this case, they pull out just their pastels. They set up just this beautiful palette. And when you put these colors together, it's just gorgeous. Between the two trays, the top ones, they have more of the earth tones, and the bottom is more of your cool colors. This is just really, really nice. It's such a beautiful color pencil. They are, it looks like they are indeed in gradient and in numerical order. This is a big, big plus for me because it helps the way I'm going to swatch anyway. If we look at one of these pencils, here we have the color name, which is Foxglove. We have the organization number 11. On the other side, we have their logo of Castle Arts and the set it came with at Pasteltint. This is, I think, one of the most ideal setups for labeling a pencil that you're going to get, where you have both the brand, and then you have the name and the organization number. And the glorious part is having the organization number at the very back, so it is the last thing to go. This to me is one of those things I wish all color pencils would do. This is a perfect example of what I love. Everything about this is perfect to me. The fact that it's set up numerically, the fact that it's set up as gradients, and then the way the organization is, this is just a phenomenal set. Now, I don't believe that these pencils were made to be standalone. I mean, I think they're expecting you to have another set, most likely the Castle Arts set, but they're expecting you to have another set to go along with this. I know that was the case with Harmonious. They straight out say this is to be used with other, lighter colors, because there's only so much you could do with a set like this. If we look at the palette, when you see it this way, this is what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful, beautiful set of colors all together. All a pastel it's a base color mixed with white. When you come right down to it, that's what pastel is. So all of these are most likely their colors that they have from their other sets, but they just added more white to the formula. And it turned out with these beautiful, beautiful colors. They have their yellows and they're really light creams. And amazing as it is, they even have pastel earth tones, which is beautiful. And their greens, I'm very impressed by, because it's not just soft greens, but they were able to go into their deep, like their forest green or their olive green, and they made those a lot softer. And still they included their true greens and their lime greens, almost that neon color, which is beautiful. Their flesh tones, they got their peach, real soft pinks. Even in the purple category, you also have your deep dark purple, your base violet, and then you even have like a very soft mauve, which is nice. And again, your nice baby blues. And if we look here, they even have their gray, which is, again, a great thing to have in a pastel. You have both your cool and your warm gray. So that's your French gray and your cool gray. This is beautiful. I love this set. If we're going to go as far as to talk about the attributes of this set of pastels, I have compared this brand before to Crayola. And that is to say, there's something about the way they go down. The pigment, I think, is a lot higher, and there's a lot more quality going into a Castle Art. But it does have this familiar feel. You don't have to fight with the Castle Arts as much as you might with a Crayola to get the desired pigment you want, like the deeper colors. But there is definitely a hardness to the lead. Now, they say Castle Art is a wax pencil, but it's definitely one of the harder wax pencils you're going to find, where it will maintain the lead point, but at the same time, it's not going to go down like really smooth like some oil pencils, and it's not really creamy like some wax pencils. So it is a good in-between pencil as far as a wax goes. Now, when coloring, I always try to design a picture or find a picture that I'm only going to use the set that I'm talking about, but it's always tricky when I'm using just pastels because I want to jump into those deep dark colors. So I have to do a lot of mixing to make this work, where I'm mixing my blues with my greens and a touch of like browns with my yellows to try my best to get this image darker. But at the end of the day, I knew the whole thing was going to be real soft. So what I'm going to do is a little different with this image. I'm not going to go and blend the entire thing. I'm going to kind of leave it as it is. And then later I'm going to go back into it with another set of Castle Arts for another video, just to show you the difference you can get when you mix some of these colors together. And I think that's what Castle Arts is. They excel at. In between their deep dark colors like in Harmonious, and then these super soft colors with the pastel tints, and then you got your base set of 120. I think that's one of the reasons I just love this pencil. It's their palette between these three sets leave nothing to be desired. If you're a fan of Castle Arts and you're not looking for this super high quality pencil, I think not only is this a great starter set, but this is one of those sets that's just, I feel like everybody should like it. Again, I understand why several of you do not like it. In my bones, I feel like this is just a great set that should be on everybody's shelf along with their other color pencils. So if you do not have a good set of pastels, you can go out and grab this. If you have a set of Castle Arts, I definitely suggest you go out and grab this set, because it will enhance everything you color when you're able to add these beautiful soft colors.
Sugar Sojito.